Right now at 6, grand opening on Small Business Saturday, the new shop up the North Shore. Plus, spreading awareness during Native Heritage Month, the event today in the Twin Ports. But first, concerns continue over the new COVID-19 variant, the new travel restrictions in place.
From KBJR 6, your weather authority, this is the KBJR 6 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Natalie Grant. Thanks for joining us. The United States and a number of European countries are moving to ban flights from southern Africa after the discovery of a new COVID-19 variant. Now, confirmed cases of the Omicron variant have surfaced in travelers around the globe, and health officials say there's a good chance it's already spread to the U.S. John Lawrence reports.
2 cases of the latest COVID-19 variant were confirmed in the United Kingdom Saturday.
As always with a new variant, there are many things that we just cannot know at this early stage. But our scientists are learning more hour by hour.
On Friday, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said there were no confirmed cases of the Omicron variant in the U.S. However,
it's likely something that is here at a low level. Delta still continues to be the predominant variant, but I would not be surprised at all to see that Omicron is already here and possibly spreading in small clusters.
Health officials say it will likely be a few weeks before they can determine how much of a threat the Omicron variant could pose to the U.S.
You assume something that might be worse than it is, but better that than underestimating. So you don't want people to panic, but you want to know that we're doing everything we can to stay ahead of this. When you have a virus like this, it almost invariably is ultimately going to go essentially all over.
Health experts are once again stressing that getting vaccinated and boosted is the best way to fight the virus.
Is not something that can be contained. The goal is just to tame it, to make it more like other respiratory viruses, but we're always going to have COVID around, hopefully in a much less threatening manner as we get more people immunized.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
President Biden was briefed again on this issue earlier this morning. Meanwhile, travelers are scrambling to get back home from South Africa as some countries are imposing those restrictions due to the new COVID variant. Travelers at Johannesburg's International Airport were trying to make it back to their countries before the travel bans took place. These restrictions will not apply to American citizens or those who have a green card, but they will need to show a negative COVID test before returning to the U.S. Now, Omicron was first detected in South Africa and has been discovered in Hong Kong, Botswana, Israel, and Belgium. Experts say the Omicron variant could be more transmissible because it carries close to 30 mutations. Well, a tragic update to the ongoing search for Ashley Miller Carlson. Today, law enforcement found her remains east of Hinckley, Minnesota. The Wisconsin mother of 4 was last seen in late September near the Hinckley area. Her car was then located in a lake 30 miles northeast of Hinckley. Now, since then, thousands of people have joined in the search efforts to locate Miller Carlson. Today, authorities say that they were searching near the Lake Lena community on the Mille Lacs Band Reservation when they located Miller. The cause of death is still undetermined. Well, switching gears now, turning things over to meteorologist Bo Fogel for a look at that forecast. I saw some snow this morning. We woke up to a layer of snow. It didn't stick around for very long.
No, it didn't stick around, but yeah, Gladys, yes, snow did come through early this morning. It pretty much died off pretty quickly, but we're not out of the woods quite yet. Now, temperatures right now, very mild for this time of year. We're seeing temperatures around 31 degrees here. We did see mostly cloudy skies earlier today, but they're starting to clear out. And here in Duluth, we have clear skies and the wind chills, not too bad. Satellite radar shows a lot of the cloud cover is going to stay well off into the Arrowhead region and down into the UP. We're still seeing some lake effect snow in parts of the area, so that will continue for the UP into tomorrow morning. But you can see clear skies out west, and that will continue. Just wanted to show the road conditions in case anybody was wondering. Overall, we're pretty good. We do have a couple areas up in the Arrowhead and Iron Range region where they're seeing partially covered roads, so just be cautious up there. But tomorrow, or actually tonight, excuse me, we're going to see mostly clear conditions, temperatures only falling down to the lower 20s. And then, Natalie, tomorrow, as we head into the new week, we got another chance of snow. I'll let you know when we can expect snow coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Bo. 'Tis the season.
Oh, yes.
Thanks. Well, today is Small Business Saturday, and a popular Duluth boutique is opening a new store just in time for the holidays. KBJR 6's Rob Coles headed up the shore today to attend the grand opening.
You're on a quiet stretch of the North Shore. The parking lot at Moon Market has been buzzing all day. The store is a sister establishment to Duluth's Ivy Moon, but sells a different type of merchandise. Owners say Moon Market offers a selection of men's, women's, and baby clothes, and also focuses heavily on home decor. They're holding their grand opening on Small Business Saturday, a decision that seems to be paying off.
We have just seen so many people right at 9 a.m., just cars everywhere, people really excited about what we have in store, and just everyone kind of in awe of this beautiful space. So it's been really exciting.
Owners say they haven't been affected by staffing issues, as many businesses have in the past few months, but they have had to put extra effort to keep ahead of supply chain issues. Moon Market's owners say altogether they've put in about a year and a half of work to get this store open.
All right, thanks, Rob. And we'll hear more about Moon Market's opening and Small Business Saturday in the Northland coming up tonight on the KBJR 6 News at 10. And keeping with the holiday spirit, Northlanders got a new fun way to harvest their Christmas trees today. The first ever Christmas tree train departed the Duluth Depot this morning and headed up to Knife River right up the shore. Now, once there, people were able to pick out their freshly cut tree and load it back on the train and take a ride back to Duluth. Now, along with trees, attendees enjoyed hot cocoa, bonfires, and live music. Organizers say it was a fun day full of holiday celebration and cheer.
North Shore Scenic Railroad came up with the idea of the Christmas tree train. We jumped on it right away as a Heritage Center and say we wanted to tie to this, and let's expand on it and open it up to the whole community. And that's what we're doing.
Well, if you're still looking for a holiday festival, the annual Yubileen Christmas Village is taking place in Knife River next weekend. You can catch that train up the shore or, of course, drive. As Native American Heritage Month comes to a close, the Twin Ports honored missing and murdered Indigenous people this afternoon. An event was held at the Bong Center in Superior to bring a broader awareness and greater public knowledge to the number of missing and murdered Indigenous people across the nation. Now, back in September, a billboard campaign was launched to highlight the faces and the names of missing individuals called the MMIW Great Lakes Billboard Campaign. Attendees say keeping up public knowledge is important in bringing their loved ones home.
It's very important for people to understand that, there's people that are missing, women, kids, men, whatever. Being that we're Native American, I think it's of big importance for people to understand that Indigenous people should not be missing.
Superior Mayor Jim Payne also read a proclamation declaring November Native American Heritage Month at the event. Other Twin Ports city leaders were also in attendance. Still to come, with issues of supply chains and shipping delays, how you can make your own holiday gifts this year. And Bo will be in next with your Pinpoint forecast.
You're watching the KBJR 6 News at 6 with Natalie Grant. Sports with Alexis Bass and weather with meteorologist Bo Fogel. On KBJR 6, your weather authority.
Staff and supply shortages and delivery delays, all potential holiday headaches this year. But with some local help, your holiday gift-giving experience can still be merry. KBJR 6's Abigail Smith shares some simple and sustainable ways DIY gifts can make the season that much better.
From gifts you can use in the bath or at bedtime, small businesses hope to elevate DIY gifts and help combat national supply shortages. Lene Rhodes, owner of Mixed Cosmetics in Duluth, wants to bring some color and play into gifts this holiday season.
You get to choose what ingredients are in there, you get to choose how it smells, you get to choose the colors.
All it takes is some mixing, squishing, and molding. Mix some coconut oil, baking soda, and citric acid. Then add some color in any essential oil scent. Mold its shape with anything on hand. Next, place it in the oven for a half an hour or on an oven's lowest temperature, and your little ball of self-care is done.
A lot of the things that you can put in cosmetics you actually already have in your cupboards. So then you can give this beautiful gift with things that you already have.
Rhodes says her business has been DIYing gifts for nearly 15 years, adding that nothing can beat a fizzy gift of self-love.
You can make a lot of gifts for a lot of people, impress them, and not break the bank.
But if you don't want to get messy, you can get crafty with a cozy pair of homemade slippers. With no experience necessary, scissors, material, and some needles is all you need. Then you can look up a favorite design or attend a class.
Everything can be as complicated or as simple as you try to make it.
Brian French, director of Duluth Folk School Classes, says making things from hand is more than just a craft.
It's a really great way to come together, to build community, and then to have this thing that you made that there's nothing like it because you had your direct hands as part of it.
French adds there's something special about sharing what you made for the holidays more than picking some off the shelf.
It's easier to buy something, from Walmart, from Target, and, to just get it off the shelf. It's easier in the short term. The nice thing about making something on your own is that you have a deeper appreciation of what you've got.
So before supply shortages or delivery delays make you a bit of a Grinch this holiday season, try testing out some handmade magic. Then you can save money and a headache.
Some great ideas. Well, Duluth's Greater Downtown Council is promoting Small Business Saturday today. Multiple local businesses are participating in giveaways, handing out prizes, and other special activities for the holiday season. For more information, you can head to our website.
Well, as Natalie mentioned earlier, we did see some snow showers fall across the Northland, but they have come to an end. Looking on satellite radar, you can see we do have a lot of dry air coming in just out west, so we're going to see sunny skies for tomorrow, and temperatures not going to be too bad. Now, in terms of snow depth, we are seeing about 4 inches of snow around International Falls, and that's pretty much the peak of it. Pretty much everybody else is seeing less than that. We're seeing around a trace, maybe an inch or so, and this is all accumulation. This isn't from the previous system. This is just what's on the ground right now. So we're going to pretty much continue on seeing this kind of snow depth for the next several days, even though we have another system that is coming in. Currently, right now, we're seeing mostly clear conditions all across the board. Temperatures very mild outside, around the lower 30s. Do have a couple 20s up north, and that's not going to be changing anytime soon. We're going to continue on seeing these type of temperatures. Now, the winds are coming in from the northwest, which means, of course, we still have more chances of lake effect snow for the South Shore, so areas in the UP, Ironwood, Mercer, you guys have more chances of seeing lake effect snow as you head into tonight into Sunday morning. Look at the snowfall totals. I think they're being a little generous. I don't think we're going to receive that much snow. I think it's only going to be about 1, maybe 2 inches of snow by tomorrow afternoon. Like I said, you guys will continue on seeing more snow as you head into the evening hours. So here's FutureCast. Here's what we're looking at. We're going to see mostly clear conditions for tonight. Clouds are going to remain around the Arrowhead region down into northern Wisconsin into the UP, but everybody else will see mostly clear conditions. As we head into Sunday afternoon, we're going to start seeing clouds increasing as a warm front gets closer, and then there's where we're going to see more chances of snow as we head into Monday morning. It's pretty much going to take the similar track as the previous system. It's pretty much going to move directly over us, so a lot of the heavier snow is going to stay up north around Arrowhead region, Iron Range. So we're going to see this system move off. High pressure is going to stick around for a little bit, but then this system up here is going to start moving into our direction as we head into Sunday afternoon into the evenings. Going to start where the previous system was, move down to the southeast, and pretty much move directly over us Monday morning. Similar situation. System's moving too fast and still doesn't have enough moisture, so accumulation looks to be minimal once again. So temperatures tomorrow going to be seasonal. 32 for a high. We're going to see mostly sunny skies. The further east you go, you're probably going to see more mostly cloudy conditions, and of course further south, more sunshine. So nothing really to complain about. So for your pinpoint forecast tonight, well, it's going to be mild. Temperatures falling down to the lower 20s. Going to see a couple teens up north, but nothing too bad. Decreasing clouds, winds will be a little breezy from time to time. Wisconsin, same ordeal, falling down to about the lower 20s. Might see a few clouds. And then as we head into tomorrow, we're going to see highs in the mid to upper 30s. Could see some snow flurries as well off the lake. And then as we head into Minnesota, pretty much same thing. Nothing really changing, mostly sunny skies. Now for the 7th day, of course, we're going to see chances of snow flurries as we head into Monday morning. Then pretty much after that, Natalie, not a whole lot of activities going on. It's going to be dry. Temperatures pretty much going to stay consistent. Might even see a warm-up on Thursday, but really not a whole lot of activities going on.
Not a bad 7 day at all.
Yeah, I'm doing the best I can, people. I know a lot of people want snow, but I'm just...
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there, I promise.
Oh, yes.
All right, thanks, Bo.
Yep.
Well, coming up next in sports, a busy day for UMD sports with men and women's hockey and basketball all in action. Plus, we're updating you on the Badgers and Gophers face-off. Kevin Moore has those highlights coming up next.
As a Wisconsinite, you might know a thing or two about where to find delicious cheese curds. But what you might not know is how they're made and the reason behind that iconic squeak. Cheesemakers start by warming up a vat of milk and adding a bacterial starter culture. This culture is what gives the curds their mild cheese flavor.
It's unlike anything else because it's really not a cheese flavor yet. The culture develops the flavor. The cheese is so fresh, the culture hasn't had time to develop a cheese flavor.
Next, the workers add rennet, a coagulant that causes milk proteins to aggregate and stick together. The result is a mixture of soft curd and liquid whey. The curd is cut into tiny pieces and pressed against the sidewalls to drain as much whey as possible. From here, a process called chattering begins. The cheese is formed into large mats. The mats are repeatedly cut and stacked to squeeze out additional whey and give the curd its distinct rubbery texture. The cheese mats are sent through the curd mill to be cut into bite-sized pieces. Salt is stirred in to enhance flavor, and those young curds are bagged and sold to hungry customers. And what causes the squeak, you might ask? Well, a fresh curd is made of a tightly woven protein mesh that's held together by calcium. As you bite through the curd, the mesh rebounds and rubs against the enamel of your teeth, causing it to squeak.
It's a mouthfeel. It feels good in the mouth, and it gives you the sensation of that feel on your tongue, on your teeth. It gives you a good feeling, and I always say a good squeaky curd makes you happy.
With age, the squeak disappears as lactic acid in the cheese dissolves away the calcium, making the curd structure softer and more frictionless. To maintain that signature squeak, keep the curds at room temperature and eat them within a day or two. And now you know you're Wisconsin.
The battle for Paul Bunyan's axe is always the cherry on top at the end of the college football regular season for the Gophers and Badgers, but this one is a little more sweeter for the Badgers after flipping their season around, winning 7 straight games. With the win today, the Badgers get the axe and head to the Big Ten championship game, but do not underestimate those Gophers. This game is still in progress, but the Gophers are up on the Badgers 23-13, looking to take the axe and chop any hopes the Badgers have at going to the Big Ten championship game. We'll have those full highlights tonight at 10. After dropping their NSIC opener against St. Cloud State on Tuesday, the Lady Dogs were back at Romano for a non-conference battle with Northern Michigan. Bulldogs looking for their first regular season win at home this year. In the first quarter, Tatum Rose catches the pass, a little hezzy, drives and finishes with the right. First name Tatum, number 0. Reminds me of Jason Tatum on the Celtics. Shout out to Celtics. But McKaylee Kuhn answers right back on the next possession, catches the ball in the post, drives left, and banks in the tough finish. Wildcats up 3 after 1. Now we head to the second, Dogs down 2. The bank is closed today, but not for Taya Hakakami. Dogs up 1, still in the second. Time winding down. Vivian Jen pulls up all net, and the Wildcats take the lead going into the half, and they stay on top and spoil UMD's holiday weekend, winning 68-57 the final. Over to the men's side, they made the trip to Michigan to play Michigan Tech and won a non-conference game. Bulldogs win 76-42, staying undefeated on the year. And Mirage looking to stay hot after their 7-1 win against Burnsville tonight. Burnsville up 1-0 in the second and looking to add more. Zoe Dundon fires the 2-on-1 shot, but Abby Pajari would have none of that and keeps Mirage within 1 goal. Burnsville still attacking, but Pajari flashes the leather again on Addie Bulbul's one-timer. What a glove save by Pajari, but Burnsville kept their foot on the gas. Pajari makes 2 saves, but couldn't get the third one. Burnsville goes up 2-0, but Mirage comes back to tie it at 2, and that's the score the game ends at. It's a 2-2 tie. What a great game that was. And from one great game to another, what a win for the Lady Bulldogs after losing a tough one to Penn State. The Dogs come back from a 3-1 deficit in the third and beat St. Lawrence to leave 1-1 in D.C. Mackenzie Hewitt and Gabby Hughes scored to even the game up at 3 in the third, and Elizabeth Gagier nets the game-winning goal in OT. Bulldogs are back at Ames Loyal next weekend to take on Ohio State.
Definitely an exciting day for sports, and we still got more coming up tonight at 10.
Bulldogs are underway right now against Alaska Fairbanks, and Minnesota's looking to get that Wisconsin sweep. Packers, now Badgers.
Yeah, if you want to tune into that game over the My9 Network, we have that broadcasting live there. All right, thanks, Kevin. Last check of the weather.
Well, we're going to see flurries begin tomorrow night into Monday morning, but tomorrow overall, very nice day. We're going to see temperatures around 32 degrees for a high. Next week, it's going to continue on being like that. Might even see a warm-up on Thursday. So really, though, if you're really wanting the snowfall, it's not looking like it's going to happen. We might see some flurries on Monday, but I'll be honest, the accumulation looks to be around 1.
Well, even though we don't have the snow yet, it looks like this week's a good time to get those Christmas trees cut down,
That is
get the
true.
lights up outside, get those holiday decorations ready to go. See, I got all my inside done, got to get the outside done now, so that's where you can find me this week.
I'm sure there's folks already out there already done.
Oh yeah, they've been done, and I appreciate those people a lot. I really, really do. All right, we'll see you right back here tonight at 10. Wheel of Fortune's coming up next.